women, as much as they protest the rigid roles, and when they get an opportunity to reverse those roles, and instead of being the stay-at-home mom and having the husband that goes out and provides, when they're the provider, they don't like that stay-at-home husband. They don't like that house husband that's at home.
Really.
They consider him doing nothing, whereas now when they're in the house, they're, oh, I work, I clean the house, I take care of the kids, I do the shopping. But when the man is doing that, that's very frowned upon, and women will not look highly upon a man who is, even no matter how much he might have mastered the skill of homemaking, he is not respected as a house husband the way a woman is respected as a housewife.
Right, and my feeling is that much of women's love for men is based on respect. What my theory is that women traditionally, and still to a large extent, fall into what I would call a kind of sexualized and romanticized respect with a man. And that if we really examine the kinds of qualities and characteristics in men that women find most attractive and that women tend to marry, we will find that these qualities lie largely along the respect axis. They are things like courage, independence, aggression, successfulness, skill acquisition, factors of status.
So you would say that the society tends to see those as basically male qualities, and that women see that really underlying, they see that as male qualities, even though they say, oh, women are aggressive, but they really see aggression as a desired male quality, and when a man doesn't have aggression, they see him as less masculine.
Yes, and I would say as a general rule, lovable qualities do not tend to work for men as well as they do for women, and respectable qualities, as feminists have pointed out, do not tend to work as well for women as they do for men. This, of course, is a matter of socialization.
Do you think it's just socialization, or is it really biology? Is it chemistry? Is it the way we're actually naturally designed, and we just keep trying to change that design, and it's just not working? We can't make it be other than what it is.
Well, that's like the $64,000 question. The nature-nurture debate's been going on for thousands of years, and it remains an extraordinarily rich and interesting area for thought and debate, and I think there are still many mysteries in there. And one of the most fascinating mysteries for me is how men and women can be really almost the same, really almost the same. The overlap is so much more than the difference, and yet somehow, paradoxically, men and women seem so different as to sustain the idea that we are opposite sexes.
Well, one thing you point out in your book is the way the divorce trends are going, and we see that most divorces are initiated by women, and often it is because the woman has gained economic independence, or it appears it is because the woman has gained economic independence, and therefore she doesn't really see a need for the man anymore, because his role traditionally was as the provider. Well, now if she's providing for herself, what does she need him for? So why is that? Is it because women really did only look to the man as the provider, and there wasn't that other tie that bound them together?
Well, clearly much of this is a matter of society's effects. And I also feel that it is equally clear that biology does play a role. And I would have to say that in the sexual realm in particular, that instinct must play a part. It's very mysterious, and I couldn't say exactly how it works, but clearly biology is involved in some way. Now, what that means or portends for the future is very elusive. However, for millennia, women have seen men as their primary source of material security.
So what do men see women as? And I guess maybe that's the mysterious question that women have. Why does a man need a woman?
A man needs a woman to ground him emotionally, to give him the physical affection that he cannot get from his male friends, to give him access essentially to the world of women, which I would say would include love and relationship and vulnerable emotion and home and family and parenting. The basic archetypes of life are, from a male perspective at least, essentially female-owned or female controlled, yeah.
So in the past, according to your research, in the past, what were the reasons why men divorced women?
Well, both sexes have experienced a certain disposability. Men have experienced disposability in war and hard hazardous labor, experienced disposability in prisons. Women have experienced disposability as they've gotten older and become less attractive, less sexually desirable, and men have tended to trade in the older woman for a younger woman.
That's how women feel, though. And
well, I know.
I think, this is my theory,
yeah.
that what we see now is kind of like a payback. You know, you didn't value us when we were performing this role, and so what happens if we take it away? Now you don't have it. Now how do you feel? I mean, that's kind of how I feel, what has evolved, because women have felt like they were disposable. That's why there's this obsession with staying youthful looking and staying beautiful, because if you lose your beauty and desirability, you're disposable. Right. So then if that's the case, then women who see themselves aging, no matter how wealthy they might be or how influential they may be, to a man, they lose attractiveness and desirability. And so what the mindset now is, well, I'll just make that no longer something that I need. I don't need a man to need me. I don't need a man to want me. I don't need a man to provide for me. That way, no man can ever make me feel like I'm disposable.
And that, of course, in turn leads to the male experience of disposability as he's being divorced if he doesn't make the money, or is being cut out of the whole equation. There are so many women now that are choosing single motherhood right from the start. So the male is oftentimes not even in the picture. She might even go to a sperm bank.
I've seen that happen often, where women have actually decided that they don't know any men that they think would be worthy to be husbands, but they really have a biological, emotional need to have a child. Therefore, they will go to a sperm bank and you know, select someone based on whatever the profile is, thinking they're going to have exceptional DNA to go along with their DNA. That's really kind of sad.
It is sad.
Because you missed a whole human experience.
Well, that's right. And not only are children missing fathers, but fathers are also missing children. Fathers or men may seem like they don't need this. They may even feel internally like I don't need this. And they do.